Right, I will try and make this short and sweet, or just under or just over 10 minutes. Right, I would say my overall riding opinion about Sweden is that, like, if global warming keeps going on and they say that life gets hotter in the summer, either come very, very early or just before summer or just after the summer. Because since Wednesday till tomorrow, it's been between 23 and 29 degrees. And because you're in another country, it feels hotter. But the number one thing I would recommend is, at least maybe a month before, save up like absolutely crazy. Make sure you roughly know the Swedish krona into pound sterling, so you didn't spend as much money. But then 10 or 15 years ago, things were a bit more traditional, and then because of immigration and like the West colonising the world, and the world getting smaller apparently because everything's more accessible, you get more American and British imports. And plus, because advertisement and food and that and stuff like that is more westernised in their voices, especially them anyway, you can just hear a tiny, 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 in certain bits, a little bit of broken English and Russian and American. And he said that social media's influenced mostly by American and Scandinavia. And some of the things just blow you away. That drink today was absolutely stunning. I've made a video about it, but I'll just talk to you about it. And then these yogurts, Yogai, or yoga, Yoggi, and they're like a thick Scandinavian drink, yogurt drink, 2% fat. Whatever is on the front is what's in it. So it's like a natural yogurt just with bits of the flavour of whatever's in it. And this morning was nice. I had apple, vanilla and cinnamon. That's quite nice. The cherry one's not too bad. But anyhow, another thing I was going to say, the continental breakfast at this Hotel Milano. I mean, I sort of like technically would and I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, if it is absolutely screaming hot like it has been, and you've not got a fan in that room, there's no air condition, there's there's like small imperfections, but I didn't come here for for that, and I didn't care as long as I could get a bed to sleep in. That's all that matters. But the continental breakfast takes a wee while to get used to. We had full of cucumber in the morning, broken up sliced bit of tomato, Swiss cheese, bread that was a bit hot, wee tiny sachets of blackcurrant or raspberry jam, a big carton of apple and carrot juice, granola, Greek yogurt or Scandinavian yogurt with no flavour at all but really thick, and then milk. Milk with a kill on it that's got like like a thing that you would like a flower thing that you'd win if you're first, second or third. I can't remember what it's called. And then at the back, probably like stuff telling you about like bees, wasps and butterflies, like so it's promoting like healthy, I don't know, something. Maybe like freshness or something. But anyhow, so it's like that. I kept looking forward with one of the things that you'd get when you've won a race, like a flower circle and you put it around your head. So there was that, and then a massive about that big chunky a green apple. It was very continental, and then very like weird 3+ strength like berry tea bags. Then there was a absolutely beautiful cherry tea bag, which just tasted like normal everyday black tea with a wee bit of sweetness in it. Then the day it was apple, cinnamon and raisin twining. Then the day as well, but I've already put a picture on Facebook about it. It was, what was it? Aye, traditional, in a thing about that big, yellow box African black tea. But definitely I'm going to look for that yoga or Yugo. Original 2% fat Alset Smash ARETSMAMSAK. That. I know it's back to front, but pause it and try and read it back to front if you can. But I'm going to try and get the nearest equivalent to that one day, and try and get like a low sugar version or a completely sugar-free one, or get a vegan friendly version. That's what I'm going to try and do from now on. I'm going to try and really force myself to drink liquid-based beverages that are vegan or vegetarian, or like a good natural boost. Like I should drink yogurt drinks instead of energy drinks. I'll try and figure out if this has got vitamin, and I'll have calcium, vitamin D, I don't know what else. But obviously it's got calcium and vitamin D and vitamin C, because I'll have the fruit will have the vitamin C and D and the calcium for the yogurt. But I'm going to try and make it very authentic to Scandinavian or India, or just try one now and again. Don't know what this was the equivalent to, but look, I can't believe the size of it, man. I got milk for me and my mother stay here that was not even half the size of that. Well, no, it was probably exactly half the size, and not even the thickness, because apparently it says, what is it? 1,000 grams. 1,000G, so it must be 1,000 grams. But definitely, I would just work out how to traditionally say more in Swedish and find out what the equivalent of money definitely is, so that I don't spend as much. And then maybe go more walks in the countryside and not spend money, because I wasn't here for a proper holiday. But anyhow, what time is it now? God, 9 minutes past 9 already on Friday the 15th of August, and we go back tomorrow. Our plane is either 9 or 10 in the evening. Get to Edinburgh between, if it's at 9, then we'll get there at about 10:30, and if it's at 9:30, we'll get there at about 9:30, 10:30. 11, and then either half an hour or 45-minute taxi back home to Blighty. And the number one things I'm going to miss is the cleanliness of the country, eye shop, obviously Liam, and maybe the slow pace of life. But definitely though, I'd like to stay for 3 or 4 days longer if a day come, the next time I come. And I'd like to bring a family member to show them around. It's been good. And officially, I'll probably no taste them again until I come back here, but they're officially the greatest cheese potato based snacks I've ever tried in my life so far. And then that is exactly just like having quite a good standard bread with jam in the middle, so it's just like a jam sandwich. But it's croissant strawberry jam. Incredible. It's better just having one of them for breakfast in the morning, but I'm going to start in the mornings now, making myself a continental breakfast. It's got to be brilliant. I'm going to have like slices of apple with scrambled egg, cheese, and raspberry jam on a sandwich. And some dates or raisins, and like a apple and carrot juice, but like a healthy apple and carrot juice. So definitely, I have noticed that the Swedes or Scandinavia, they like traditional drinks, and they like traditional. No, they like British stuff as well, but their stuff is nowhere near as syrupy or sweet. Wait. Right, I just had to pause you there because of a family that just lives or staying just behind that bush there. They're staying there. Right, so Eddie Hill, as I was saying, the number one big thing I'll miss is the slow pace of life. Oh, now the other big thing I'll miss as well, that every single building is exactly like just really quite weird shaped, or very triangular like that, or just a weird triangle, like a almost like a bell shaped triangle. But apart from the flats that I'm looking at now, that I've showed you quite a few times, just be on the road, they're the most modern, and compared to that, it's just not as good because Johanna, Liam's mum's husband, Peter, said that there was a programme in Sweden that dedicates to showing you like the history of Swedish I can't say the word, architecture, like building plans. Aye. It's just absolutely unbelievable. It's always reminding me like wee smaller houses that are like, some are yellow, some are blue, some are grey, some are green. I mean, when you see like a big row of houses and you look at them all, every single one, there's not one bit that's identical to each other. It's almost like you get a house there and then a house there, and it's like two other completely people from a different world designed them. God, every time I try and like educate myself more about Sweden and Scandinavia as a continent, it's just going to make me a wee bit sad that I'm not going to be here as often. But then, in saying that, when I do come back, I really want to feel more like I know the history. And I don't mean if you think you know your history, it's enough to make you go, oh, like the Everton FC song. But Eddie Hill, as I was saying, I'm just absolutely blown away that they're like, the houses here almost look like very like, almost like countryside, France, Portugal or Spain huts. Or Sweden, like if you were to go to Sweden, and not Sweden, I mean Switzerland, and you go to like the mountains and there's like cabins or huts. It almost has that sort of vibe to it, but they're obviously brick or stone. But that's the number one thing I'll take away from this, is just the impact. Like definitely, if you want to be a builder, or you like designing things, you need to come here and experience and take inspiration for what happens. It's so weird as well though, because like you didn't just get a traditional square window, like say that window there. You can also get like a oval shaped one like that, or a tiny wee circle like in a ship, or you just get really weird ones, and then it almost looks as well on the ground or the grass, if the wherever like the house is built around, it looks like there's wee windows to look up if you're down at the basement. It looks like every house around here has basements. But when it rains here, I would imagine, because the roofs are like that, very steep, probably on a like 90-degree radius, it wouldn't flood the top of the roof. God, this place just recommended to me was nowhere near as bad or as silly or as run down as they said it was. No way. I just wish if I was a millionaire I would take like maybe 4 months out of my days, go with someone and just visit the full entire country for south, north, east and west, because if this is what this bit's like and it's not as good as Helsingborg, Malmo or Gothenburg, then I'd love to see what the proper rural countryside looks like. Like their version of like what do you call it? The Highlands or the Black Forest, like their version. Aye, like the places where Sweden is still traditional Sweden, like it was like 50 years ago. Aye. But the countryside bit that we went around yesterday, that was a fantastic. I've got a picture video of that, like a wooden bit where there's like a stage and a band would play there, and seats and obstacle course, and the windmill. Oh, it's just blown me away about how good it is. I mean, yeah, I got told that it was no as good because like 15, no, wait, no 15, maybe either 13 or 14 years ago when I got told about it, or whenever someone else told me about it, the government controls like alcohol and cigarettes and stuff like that, but because immigrants it's changed, so that's why it's more better. I mean, I was even blown away that an O-J and explanation mark, but in the style of the farm foods shop in Britain, that you could buy glucose, dextro energy tablets, vitamin D or vitamin C ones, and Mars bars, Bounties, Twixes. There's even a bar that looks like a Mars bar but it's got licorice inside it. That would be horrible. And all the meats, it's just like gone into Lidl in Britain. But and saying that, I can see why, like, if you lived here it wouldn't be as fascinating as an outsider. Aye, I definitely can understand that. But I just can't get over how well the roads and the paths are kept. I've not seen one tiny bit of rubbish anywhere on the ground. I mean, maybe the surroundings of Hotel Milano could be done with being kept, like cut and weeded. But apart from that though, I wasn't here for all that. It's a nice night. There's no clouds in the sky at all, it's all blue. I'll just show you that and then I'll stop now, because I'm obsessed with making videos, because I'm just blown away with everything. Right, I'll just come onto the grass and show you what it's like. Ow! 22 minutes past 9 on Friday the 15th of August. Right. Very, very calming. Right, I'm going to go in and relax now. Tatty, bye. Bye.